What's going down, everyone? If you're here, you're for the news for 1.07. So let's go ahead and get to it. So right here, I went ahead and picked up the patch notes that they conveniently have located at Days Gone on their Reddit. It's also patched through Ben Studio, which they're pretty cool. I like them in my standpoint where they come into play. So let's go ahead and see. It's this discussion. It's out right now. And what does it cover? So finally, the patch is released, and they're talking about it. I'm picking through the patch in the last 24 hours and been afflicted by blackouts, crashes, and other issues that have been systematic throughout the whole thing. So a lot of people have been afflicted by this. This is not just anyone that's just basically simply being able to not be affected. It seems like a lot of people are FPS and you have to save games over in order for it to make it to work. So there's a lot of patchworks that they're doing. The size on this one, from what they were saying, was 136. That was from 1.06. Now I never got 1.06. I went from 1.05 to 1.07. And both of those are pretty decadent. They're probably about like half a gig. So I'm curious if anyone else happened to get a bigger or a smaller update. Drop a comment down below. Very curious to see what you guys and gals happen to get. But so it seems like this one just introduced a lot more bugging out in like a standpoint. So they're trying, and if you happen to be afflicted by a bug that has not been fixed, drop it down below. I'm curious too. What a lot of people, myself, I've had the guns been missing. I've had like random moments where you shoot the bullets and it doesn't happen. There's a lot of fun stuff. The game is beautiful, even with the tiny bugs that it has here and there. That are coming down to play. It's still showcasing a lot of potential, like for like probably future patch, and they're on top of it and they're patching. So I have a lot of forthright in what they'll be coming. Now you can see what they did before, and 1.07, and then 1.07 is out. So there's the patch note itself. I'm gonna click this, and again, it just brings me to doing the audio. It's like literally, I was trying to hope that there would be something more past that, but it literally just seems like the audio should no longer be cutting out or dropping out when it involves the equal engine or the certain exhaust to your bike. So if you were riding your motorcycle and noticing that, that was a bigger portion of it, and they're going to try to fix other things. As you can see, 1.06 to 1.07, they've shared these patches. And let's look up 1.06, because I never got that. And let's see what they actually introduced into that, because maybe that's what 1.07 is encumbering too, since it seems like a conjoint patch. Hot fix, what they might actually put into. So, hi everyone, this contains a fix. Awesome. The audio dropout with the mic. Bam, that's what they were talking about. So again, 1.06 would probably also be 1.05, which they have a lot of probably beta people probably maybe testing it, which would be cool. Ben Studio, if you need someone beta testing, I got you. I like testing those patch notes too. So let's see here. 1.06 had the autosave function, now can save correctly. I did notice it was really weird. It would just randomly like save like in random moments. It just didn't make sense to me. There was no real algorithm with it. Audio should no longer cut out when it draws the certain engine and the exhaust, which they tried again fixed. And then let's see here, difficulty settings retain the through patches. Nice. And then the known issues is the crashes that set up issues that scope and involving the investigation. As of right now, do not download, or if, okay, so hold on real fast. As now, if you haven't downloaded 1.06 and start up Days Gone, you will remain at 1.05, the update. So the 1.06 was like kind of like them trying to get to 1.07. It was like let's soft test this, and then this is what everyone gets. That's very interesting. They probably like kind of did what beta testing would like Sony through. That's very cool. So a lot of 1.06 is your patch, basically, is like what I'm basically able to deduce. And then it says the patch notes for 1.05 weren't too decadent, honestly. It's pretty much just like you can stream with issues and locations and fix the bugs when the players. I mean, that's your basic stuff for like patches 1 through 7. So I went to them directly. This is what I was finding throughout the applicable point of what people are experiencing, where they're like within 10 minutes the PSN and downloading the patch comes through or the release. Like it's kind of crazy, but that's actually happening, where it's like a lot of people are getting this right now and like question about the patches. So like, you know, who cares? But I do in those situations where people can actually get down to the downloading point and wondering. But I see where this person is, and I'll probably patch over what I have the information later on, so I can just keep it flowing. But games and breaking bugs in the newest patch. So this is direct, sneak around, complete without using the rock. Oh, okay, interesting. I was unable to do so every time. Throw a rock. So there's issues with the physics of them throwing rocks and geographically going. You got, this is the major one that I saw that really perked my ears with the fix the frame rate drags to quit, save, close the game, briefly start another game, then restart Days Gone. So you're like tricking it to another version and then rebooting it. So it's something that's oddly fixated just to that one thing. So this is something, and again, what people pulled up and what they had. The 1.07 was pretty brief, and I can pull that up again too since I see a few people popping in when this catches up. But never give up hope, fixes the physical copy. A lot of people are waiting for like the install. Hey, Payu. And then let's see here. 1.07 question today, wondering if there's crash issues. Now, I haven't had it personally myself. And then back to this where we're here. So I can pretty much just share this link to this person. Hold on. Okay, I think he's asking something completely different. He just phrased it differently. But let me go ahead and pull up the install real fast. Oh. PlayStation 4 Pro. You can see that's ready to install, so we're gonna go ahead and start that. Because I literally logged on and I was like, hey, cool, update. I was gonna play the game, but now I have to wait for an update. So we're installing, we're gonna see if it does anything weird. We ride around our motorcycle real fast and make sure the audio don't cut out and test it. And that seems the bigger portion of what's going down. But I guess at this point in time, for most people that are just pulling in and pulling up in the future for watching this, cheers. You can like, share, and subscribe if you're new to the network. Helps me as a creator. It's absolutely free. Don't ever ask anything from my community, but somehow my community always ends up donating to me. It's crazy. I tell them, donate to yourself. Buy yourself some kicks or something. I don't know. Treat yourself. But this is one of the things I do notice though about this game is it does have an excruciatingly long like load-in time that apparently the PCI 5 rumored PlayStation 5 will be super fast with doing stuff like this. This will be a day of tomorrow with what we'll have to load in with 4K. So just bam, done. That was odd that I did that, and then the HDR kicked in, and it was like, yes, I understand that you'd like HDR. Technology is oddly synced to me sometimes. I like look around like technology is gonna throw something at me randomly. That would be weird. Like PlayStation control, like what the hell? Where'd they come from? My hand. But yeah, like one of the things I did notice, and it was kind of like The Last of Us and PlayStation 3 era, where they were games that were way ahead of their time. So they had to like do all these like preload into the environments, and which you had to wait for it to render versus just being dropped in and having fast and it rendering versus the spot. Because it has a very Red Dead Redemption styled. I don't only have 5% left of my gas. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna ride a hog. Yeah, that hog.
Boozer, why the hell aren't you in your damn bunk? I couldn't sleep.
Fine.
Remember what I said back in the tunnel? Don't go up there, Deke. It's making you crazy. Boozer, okay, look. I go up there because there's freaks up there.
Oh, he's telling him something. Oh crap, spoiler alert for most people that haven't watched this.
Then what are the tulips for, huh? I saw them, Deke. Here on the table. This morning.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the last portion just in case, since probably you didn't get that.
Listen, Boozer,
I'll show you the patch.
get some rest. I gotta go. Deacon out.
I got it. Just freshly came in, so just hit your update fresh button. So let me show you something really fast. This is where the patch was. This is what it really contains, because 1.06 is the main portion of what 1.07 was. 1.07 is 1.06. They just masked it under a different name. And check this out. We can go here picture of that because that looked pretty BA. You can go here, just hit check for download, and it'll go like BAM! For me, it's already updated. For you, it'll say, hey, you have a new one to update. And then I'm wondering what their update history. So they just go with the basics. They're just like, bug fix, bug fix, bug fix. Anyways, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and bug out and get ready. Let this just SEO into the world, and hopefully that I can go live with this game later on because I'm super stoked to play it. I haven't really been able to digest it too much, and I've just been dying. Let the days go gone in this video game. Anyways, everyone, this is your boy MacGyver7 signing out, saying cheers. Thank you very much for staying tuned for your patch notes, and I'll be back again for 1.08 and or very possibly as the 1.09, as they seem like they're skipping as they test, and they're doing it right. This game is very solid for the most part. Like, I have very little complaints about it, so I'm very curious to hear what the world has. But everyone, cheers. I will see you all in the future. Peace.